Okay, afternoon, everyone. My name's Barclay Judge. I'm going to be doing a Dine and Discover New South Wales stimulus package webinar today for all of the business owners of New South Wales who can really benefit from this. So I'll get stuck straight into it. I want this to be a short and sharp little webinar. First of all, I wanted to introduce myself. I'm Barclay Judge. I'm the owner and a partner here at Judge Accountants. I am passionate about small businesses and providing more than just financial statements and tax returns, but we're going beyond those numbers to get the best businesses and business owners that we can be. I've got, pinching myself, 20 years now of tax and advisory, and I've also had extensive superannuation experience as well. I want to get stuck straight into this. The Dine and Discover New South Wales vouchers, they're $100 vouchers are going to every adult of New South Wales. They're going to be split into two. There's going to be two $25 Dine New South Wales vouchers and two $25 Discovery New South Wales vouchers. They're going to be valid until the 30th of June 2021. And this is quite a substantial package. If we think about $100 for every adult in New South Wales, we're talking about potentially millions and millions of vouchers being released out there into the public over the next couple of weeks. So it's going to be released throughout March, I believe, possibly in the first week of April. Now we're expecting, we've got some rumored dates here. We believe that the Penrith Blue Mountains Blacktown councils, they're going to release them on the 23rd of March. Our firm is based in Sydney, primarily the western suburbs, so I have focused on those areas. Parramatta Council, 24th of March, Hawkesbury Council, the 31st of March. So we're expecting these to be released to New South Wales residents. It is going to be available on the Services New South Wales app and via the website for people to get these vouchers. My understanding is that the vouchers, if obtained through the app, will be released within about 10 minutes of verification on the app. So that's a great opportunity for particularly, I see, the restaurant and cafe owners to be able to encourage their customers to basically, while they're sitting waiting for their meal, to get their free vouchers. Doesn't cost the owner anything, and I'll talk about it a little bit later, encourages repeat business. Now, for the Dine New South Wales part, so that's two of the $25 vouchers. It applies to cafes, restaurants, pubs, taverns, wineries, bars, and clubs. It must be redeemed by seated customers. So we can't use these for takeaway, for Uber Eats, that kind of thing. They've got to be a seated customer. Cannot be redeemed for alcohol, gambling and tobacco. So mainly alcohol is the thing that needs to be kept in mind. So, food, soft drink, that kind of stuff. Only eligible Monday to Thursday. So not available on the weekends or on Friday, and not on public holidays. So not on the Easter public holidays, nor Queen's birthday. I think he's coming in June. So only eligible Monday to Thursday for the Dine New South Wales. So what it's really trying to do is encourage people to eat out on that Mondays and Thursdays, which are generally the quieter times for in the cafes and restaurant scene, to encourage spending on those days. Now, Discover New South Wales. So that's the other half of this package, two $25 Discover New South Wales vouchers coming through. So that's a fairly broad range of industries, but I've listed them all here. So scenic and sightseeing, transport, cinemas, museums, galleries, historic sites, zoos, botanic gardens, wildlife parks, nature's reserves, performing arts and the theatre and entertainment industry. We've got a music parks. Probably where a lot of the small businesses will be featured is in this recreational activities. So we've got go-karting, indoor climbing, billiards, bowling, ice skating. There's a broad range of other activities that might fall into that area as well. Outdoor adventures. All the industries relating to that. And also travel agencies can also apply for these if it relates to any of the above industries. That can't, again, be redeemed for alcohol, gambling, or tobacco. Unlike the Dine New South Wales one, though, Discover New South Wales is eligible 7 days a week, and you can redeem them online, but it's got to be still a physical activity, and it's still excluding those public holidays. So you can use this Monday through to Sunday, 7 days a week, just not the Easter holidays or the Queen's birthday for Discover New South Wales. Now, registration. So to be eligible as a business owner, you must have an active ABN with an eligible industry ANZ SIC code. So that's your business type that's attached to your ABN. Now, if you ever have problems registering, you need to go and log into the Australian Business Register and update your relevant industry, because you might have the wrong industry attached to that ABN. So that's if you have any problems registering. You must also operate in New South Wales. Another requirement is that you must be registered as COVID safe. So that's the Services New South Wales COVID safe, and have an active COVID-19 safety plan in place. So to register, you register via the My Service New South Wales account. You need to separately register each business location. So if you, for example, have a number of different cafes in different locations, you need to register each business location, and it takes up to 5 business days for approval. Now, these are being rolled out in different council areas over the next couple of weeks. So really, you need to register now or as quickly as possible so that you'll have that approval and you'll be ready to go when you start seeing these vouchers come in. It's important that you get ready, because hopefully you'll see those vouchers come in. Now, as far as redeeming the vouchers, once you register, you'll then get an email confirmation, and you should have a bit more explanation on how to redeem them. What you'll need is you'll need a phone or a tablet device. And on that phone or tablet, you need to download the app Services New South Wales for Business. So Services New South Wales for Business is an app that's on your Android or Apple store. You'll need to download and install that. With that, you will then, with your tablet or phone, with the camera, you'll be able to scan the voucher QR code. Now, interestingly, the vouchers can be combined. So for example, if you have 2 adults sitting at your restaurant, that's 2 lots of $25 vouchers that you can use and can combine. You scan both of those vouchers and you've redeemed that for $50 towards that restaurant meal. Now, any unused portion of the voucher is forfeited. So if the if the meal cost only comes to $20, you went to a cafe, comes to $20, and there's a $25 voucher. When you scan that QR code, you'll be able to redeem $20, and you're forfeiting the $5. No one's going to get any benefit of the $5. So this is where a bit of on-selling is something that I would always recommend to my clients. This is around on-selling, so have things that maybe, they get to the till and they can add a couple of things. So some muffins or and it's not going to cost them anything extra, but it also can help your bottom line as well. So this is something that I always encourage cafe owners anyway, is to have things that are cheap and easy that's around the till that they can obtain. Payment is received into the nominated bank account once you've scanned those QR codes within 5 days. Now, when the money comes in, it's still assessable income for tax purposes, and GST will still apply on these. Now, a couple of, I guess when I get my business advisory hat on as well with these, I see this as incentivizing the public to get out there and, as the vouchers suggest, dine and discover New South Wales. Now, as business owners who are in these industries, particularly the cafe and restaurant and the bar and the pub scene, this is an opportunity to create repeat business. Everyone's going to get, for example, 2 Dine New South Wales vouchers. You want both of those vouchers to be used at your cafe, and you want people to get into the routine of these vouchers. So of using these vouchers, but more importantly, coming back to your business premises over and over again. What you want to create as a cafe owner is those repeat customers, or as a bar owner is those repeat customers. So encourage the people that come into your establishment to when they sit down for the meal, to get that New South Wales voucher. They get to use it then, but they're also more likely to use it at your premises the following day or the following week that they come in. You could also encourage them at the same time and say, hey, anyone that does these, that uses a Service New South Wales voucher, we're also going to give them a free coffee voucher as well. Again, if you get them in the second time, or then the third and the fourth time, then they're going to be a customer for a very long time. You're getting them into a habit, into a routine of coming to your business again. So that's really where I see there's a huge opportunity for smart business owners to make some smart decisions. Make sure that every patron uses the full value, on-sell them little things if they're not quite getting up to it. Make sure your staff understand how the system works and are trained up on it, and also use it as a catalyst for creating repeat customers. I mean, these $25 vouchers, they're not going to add, I mean, they will hopefully, if you do the right things, they'll hopefully add some increased revenue, absolutely. But this is a catalyst for some long-term change to create expanded sales growth from what you might have been previously receiving. So I'd suggest also get out there on Facebook, publish these, really promote this scheme, because if they see it on your Facebook page, then they're more likely to go to your establishment and use it there. So it's something that is going to be a great thing for New South Wales, and I think it's fantastic for the tourism and the hospitality industry within New South Wales, which, let's face it, had a terrible 2020 year. It is showing some really great signs of growth over the last 6 months. But yeah, I think this is an opportunity for some smart business owners to get ahead of the curve and be able to really make the most of these kind of things. Now, as I mentioned, I'm Barclay Judge from Judge Accountants. I have my email address, my website there, and also a link to our Facebook. More than happy to chat to any business owners of any type, but in particular, when we're talking about the Dine and Discovery, anyone in the hospitality and tourism industries, happy to speak to you, not just about the Dine and Discover vouchers, but also how we can help and provide proactive tax and business advice to your business. And yes, wish you all the very best, and thank you very much.